my name is Adeline and welcome back to MARKETECH APAC Reports, our review of the top 5 most viewed stories for the month. Our top 5 stories for October 2020 were sourced from September 16th to October 15th based on Google Analytics. Let's review them. Number 5. MARKETECH APAC's very own web series, MARKETECH Mondays, features inspiring marketing leaders and the stories behind them. Their recent chat with ShopBack Philippines country manager Prashant has made it to the list as our number 5. Prashant has been the country head for Philippines of discount and rewards platform ShopBack since 2018. Prior to that, he was vice president for sales and restaurant aggregator Zomato for 5 years. A seasoned leader, Prashant has some advice for us when it comes to managing a team.
I personally think you should give freedom to your teammates. I think I give freedom to the teammates. Again, they will be able to correct it. So I don't micromanage things, but I keep a check on what's happening and how's it going. And I think third and most importantly, if something is not working well with your team, as a leader, you should be able to say, okay, let's execute the plan B, right? And the team should be comfortable to tell you that, oh, we executed something, it is not working very well. So you should be. I think my ex-country manager for my previous organization used to tell me, you should not be a captain, you should be a coach, right? So I think a leader is a coach. I'm trying to be one, right? So don't direct. A captain will tell what to do, but a coach will tell how to do it, right? And even if something goes wrong, the coach will fix it, right? So that's what I think I am trying to do right now. Not sure how successful I am, but yeah, because the team is expanding in ShopBacks. We were 5, now we're 21. I hope I'm doing an okay job.
Number 4. There's been a lot of micro and nano influencers on the rise across various social media platforms, and with this in mind, Inca APAC has identified the top trends to look out for within the influencer marketing space. The list notes a variety of trends that hopes to guide brands in strategizing for campaigns that are a surefire way to generate a satisfactory ROI. It includes mentions of regulations and the future of influencer marketing space, as well as a plethora of content types, ranging from eSports to CGI and podcasts. Speaking of podcasts, the list also mentions the rise in airtime for audio-based content. In a statement from Inca APAC's client development executive, Madeline Ma, she says that we are seeing brands and audio platforms partnering with relevant influencers to voice audio ads and create branded podcasts. For instance, Spotify signed exclusive podcast deals with leading social media influencers like Addison Rae and Joe Rogan. The media giant also introduced the streaming ad insertion (SAI) format that provides data on impressions, ad reach, and anonymized listener demographics to marketers. With data, brands can create targeted audio content that resonates with the growing number of young podcast audiences. With these developments, the audio content space is emerging to be a powerful new avenue to complement existing content strategies. Our next story comes from our neighbors in Malaysia. Number 3. Setting up a digital footprint is easy, but building a high social media engagement is another story. According to Webclo, Golden Screen Cinemas GSC is getting ahead of the engagement race on Facebook against its competitors TGV and MBO. GSC leads with 1.8 million followers, followed by TGV with 760,000 and MBO with 580,000. GSC is way ahead of its competition in every single aspect, such as comments, shares, as well as likes, thanks to GSC's hardworking social media teams. The growing engagement comes in light of the COVID-19 pandemic, which caused many businesses, including cinemas, to accommodate to the local operating procedures. We reached out to Sherry Quay, head of digital in Webclo, to get her thoughts on the importance of good social media strategy for cinemas during these times. Here's what she had to say.
So the pandemic has actually affected a lot of businesses, and cinemas suffered one of the hardest hits. So what can they do to encourage footfall is to keep in mind 3 C's when crafting their social media content. First is community, second, cleanliness, and third, creativity. So community here refers to the people who follow your brand and also your customers. So get to know these people, talk to them, try and build a meaningful relationship with them rather than just try to sell them products or push them promotions, because people want brands who can help them provide value rather than a brand who is just focusing on sales all the time. Is cleanliness. So cleanliness here is the utmost priority. we need to show people that we're in this together, and to show them the efforts and the measures we put in place to keep each other safe, and also that will help to allay some of the worries and the fears that they might have. And lastly, it's creativity. Creativity for me is also one of the parts that's most fun, because this is where you can try new things and also to stretch your creative muscle. So go out there, try what are the things that work nowadays. Most of us are online, and with a lot of people now working from home and staying indoors, social media has become the #1 source for updates and news and entertainment.
Thanks for the piece of advice, Sherry. In a time of digitalization, upping your social media game and connecting with your audience is as important as ever. Moving on to number 2. Our next story hails from the Philippines. The AsiaGroup.com Incorporated recently launched the digital eSports platform Kalaro this month. Kalaro is a Filipino word which means playmate. The platform caters to a wide range of Filipino gamers and includes features like tournament management, one-on-one challengers, coaching, piloting, and many more. Kalaro also features key functions such as live streams, recorded videos, and real-time chat, with a seamless integration to various social media platforms for users to follow and connect with each other. Speaking to the founder and president of the AsiaGroup.com Incorporated, here's what he had to say.
It is an online tournament management platform wherein leagues, teams, or even individuals can organize a friendly match or a nationwide or an international tournament. It is a very powerful component of Kalaro. At the same time, video streams coming from FB Live, YouTube, and Twitch can be loaded into the platform so that Kalaro becomes the central hub for gamers. The Kalaro e-wallet has its own in-app currency. We call it Kalaro Gems. It also has its own loyalty points, and of course the storage of actual fiat currency. So all of these things are fully integrated into Kalaro, and we just recently launched it, and definitely that makes us extremely confident.
We wish you and Kalaro all the best and a blazing future ahead. And our #1 story for the month. Twitch has hired Mandar Kambli and Sunil Yadav, both of whom were former heads at Dentsu International. Both of them are hard hitters in the game, with Kambli holding 14 years experience under his belt and Yadav with 20. Kambli was also recently the head of advertising for Carousel. He joins as the programmating enablement lead and will be developing and supporting Twitch revenue growth across multiple platforms, as well as sharing his expertise on programming. In a statement talking about his new role, Kambli reveals what he hopes to achieve. At Twitch, we not only provide an immersive experience for brands to engage with users, but also focus heavily on user experience. This elevates the brand value to a completely new level, as users are a lot more receptive and engaged. The power of programmatic is being able to transact in real time, and what can be a better way of doing that than in a live and brand-safe environment? We are seeing huge potential and increasing demand in APAC. My objective is to ensure that we integrate well with our clients to deliver best-in-class results and build long-term partnerships. Meanwhile, Yadav, who was the president of APAC at Dentsu's Media Innovation and Investment arm, Amplify, will assume the role of agency development lead. His main focus in a written statement is to drive education on Twitch's potential towards brands and agencies out there. Twitch has recently started building teams in the APAC region. Twitch is quite different from any other streaming or video service, delivering highly engaged connections with consumers for brands. Not many agencies and brands are familiar with all its possibilities at the moment. In this role, I will focus a lot more on driving education about it, as well as work towards building joint initiatives with all our key agency partners. So there you have it, our top 5 stories for the month of October. Thanks for tuning in, and if you've got an interesting story, thought leadership, or case studies in the areas of marketing, technology, media platforms, or SMEs, drop us an email at editorial@marketechapac.com. Your story might just make it into our top 5 for the next month. This has been Adeline. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next month.